Hi, my name is Gabriel Benjamin, and today I'm going to do an exercise for cyclists on light stretching and gentle toning. So go ahead and begin. Having the feet even and parallel, long legs, long spine, and let your arms hang down. Take a deep breath or two. And when you're ready to begin warming up, lift the arms just a little bit, and without moving the hips, turn side to side. And then come back to center. Now we'll do a half sun salute. Inhale, arms lift, draw in your abdomen. Exhale, touch down. You might need to bend the knees and then straighten the back. Stand up straight. Do that 2 more times. If the hamstrings are tight, bending the knees, also having the legs wide is helpful. Do 1 more. Inhale, stand up with a flat back, and then holding the right wrist, turn the palm away, stretch to the side, come back to center, stretch to the other side, and continue. And when you're done with stretching both sides, relax the arms. Face forward on the mat. Inhale, lift the arms. And exhale, dog stretch. Hands on the ground. Walk the legs back. And lift your lower back as much as you can with your head down. If you need to, you can have the heels up and the legs bent a little bit so you're not rounding the back. You want to lift out of the shoulders. And eventually you can press through the legs more. Next, we'll bend the knees to the floor with the back rounding. And then flatten the back. A couple more times. Back to dog stretch. Knees to the floor. 1 more time. Rolling the back. This helps to lightly engage the core. And then we'll help hold a dog pose for about 5 counts, 5 breaths. And next is child's pose, and you can fold the arms under the head and just relax. Deep breath to stretch the rib cage and the spine. And then come up to sitting, or if your knees hurt, more lifted, like kneeling, and take a big step up with the right foot. Runner's lunge. Now you want to have the knee right above the ankle, not to have the knee beyond the ankle. And you can bring the hands back a little bit and work on lifting the chest. If you like, you can lift and hold the thigh. The hips might want to push off to the side. Do the best you can to keep them centered. And let's go ahead and switch to the other leg. Runner stretch, Notice how you feel. If one side is a little tighter, you can always spend extra time with that. When you get used to this sequence, you can always do more on your own. You might eventually memorize a sequence like this and not need a video, so you just do longer holds and more repetitions if you have the time and you want to. Otherwise, about 30 seconds each stretch is enough. And we'll find ourselves back. Taking deep breath, child's pose. Next, we'll take a tabletop position and then extend the right leg and lift just as high as the hip. Lift the navel, lengthen the leg, lift the left arm if you can balance, and have steady breath. Switch sides. This is a light toning video, so if you ever want to do more of a heavy workout, doing these same poses just for twice as long or multiple repetitions is a good way to really challenge the muscles. But otherwise, doing it just for a little bit and releasing is a good way to keep it light. Here's one more strengthening exercise. It's really good to maintain muscle tone for the hamstring and the glute. So you take the lengthened position, then flex the foot, and take the ankle above the knee, just holding a little bit here. Switch sides, extend, lift, and flex the foot and have the ankle above the knee. Release. And go ahead and release to face down. Bring the hands under the hips and lift the right leg, half locust. Do about 2 or 3 breaths on each side. So next side, and then release. Now doing half locust, but just with the upper body. So you lift the arms and the chest. If your back is sore just a little bit, if it feels good, you can lift deep and open the chest. And come on down. Next, we're going to do a basic locust with the hands on the floor. Hands stay down, with the elbows stay close in, and you lift the legs and the chest. And come on down. Take the left arm under the head, stretch the right quadricep. You can move the foot a little wide and keep the front of the hips pressing down so you get a great stretch and you keep your back more neutral. Deep breath. Go ahead, switch sides. When you feel nice and complete, take a release. Next, we're going to do a cobra pose. Bring the hands a little high, a little wide. Lift. See how that feels. Don't overdo the effort. If you need to go lower, that's fine. If you go a little higher, keeping the elbows bent, and that's a nice way to open the chest. And keep reaching back through the feet, keeping the heels opening out. And we'll come on down. Use the core and lift. Take a child again. Rise to sitting or kneeling. And again, runner stretch. If you need less distance, that's fine. If you can go long, and that works too. But now we're going to lift vertical, so the shoulders are above the hips, and twist to the right. So the right foot's forward, you're using the left hand on the right thigh for leverage. You don't want the knee to cave in. You can push it out while pulling back with the hand to stretch deeper. Stretch as deep as you can while breathing deep. One more big breath. And use the exhale to smoothly unwind. Take a half split and use your fingertips, or if you have a pair of blocks, that can help. Because we want to avoid rounding the back a lot. So we're doing that while riding anyway. So we work on lengthening the spine and the hamstring muscles. If muscles are tight, feel free to bend the knee. Flex the toes back so you stretch the Achilles and calf as well. And come back to runner stretch. Gracefully switching sides. You can use the hands. Sometimes it helps to carry the foot up, left foot up. Step twice if you need. If the twist is hard, shorter, but don't bend beyond the ankle. Shorter can be good. And twist. But if you can be long in the twist and have the shoulders vertical above the hips, then we do it like that. The shoulders may tend to get a little tense. Try and open them out. Remember to open the knee and pull back with the hand. Breathe. A couple more rounds. Come back to center. Next is a hamstring stretch. Try not to round the back, but rather lift and extend. Deep breath. Remember the different options and keep working the toes, including the little toe, back toward you. The hips may tend to go to the side, but it's better for the stretch and for the spine to keep everything centered and square. Reaching forward through the chest. But the head's down a little bit, and we're breathing. Come back to runner. And then we're going to transition to sitting. You may need to sit with the legs out from underneath. We'll bend the right leg, open the knee, lift the arms, lift the chest, keep that lift, and twist to the right. Open the shoulders, open the chest, and breathe deep into that space across the lungs. Exhale, unwind. Take the other side. Arms up, building the muscle tone in the back, really lifting the chest, but also setting the shoulders and twisting to the left. center. Let's scoot up, lay on the back. Take the knees to chest, then left foot down, right ankle on the opposite thigh, work the knee away, and you might already feel a stretch in the glute. So if you do that, this is all you need to do. But if you don't feel a stretch, you can hold the hamstring or the shin. You keep this foot flexed so your knee doesn't get strained. You keep the back of the neck long for cradle pose. And switching sides. And remember the breath. This is a good muscle to stretch, not just for the hips, but also to prevent low back pain and sciatic pain. You can always take extra time. We're doing about 30-40 seconds, but longer is good, especially if you really need it and you're tight. One more breath. And then switch knees to chest. Hold the back of the legs. Roll on up. And we can finish sitting cross-legged. Take the right ear to the right shoulder. And then the left ear to the left shoulder. And we're complete. If you'd like to do a meditation or lay down now and do a deep relaxation, that could be nice. But if you need to get going and go about your day, and just try and remember to breathe deep and have awareness of healthy posture. This should keep you going for a little bit for a little while from here on. Remember to stretch regularly, and don't worry about how it looks or how far you go. Just focus on staying healthy in the stretches and being really, really consistent. So you can keep stretching, keep doing your sports and activity for a long, long time. My name is Gabriel Benjamin. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, share, click subscribe, and I'll be producing more light stretching and toning exercises for cyclists and athletes in the near future. There's also longer videos you can click on down below, so feel free to check those out if you want something that's a longer practice. Otherwise, I hope this was just what you needed today, and I look forward to the next time.